is not taking responsibility. Not at all. You know, whatever we want, we have to go out and start the ball rolling. Yes, the universe will help us. Okay, yes, the universe will guide us, but we have to co-create with the universe. This isn't about, I'm just waiting here. This is the expectation that I was talking about in the beginning. You know, if we want something, we have to start making way to go out and get it. But what they're saying there is be careful what you wish for, because you might just get it. So be sure on what it is that you want in your long-term plans. You know, be sure of that. I mean, I speak to a lot of people, you know, within my work and in different work I do. And, you know, a common thread within it is, you know, oh, my parents didn't love me enough, or, you know, my parents, all I wanted acknowledgement from my father. I wanted acknowledgement from my mother, you know, blah, blah, blah. This is a common theme. You know, I think everybody, myself included, you know, I'm not dismissing this, myself included, have this. And then it's almost like, imagine, you know, like if I imagined my father coming here now today to live in this place with me and coming over and telling me all the time, Tanya, you're amazing. You know, I'm so proud of you. I love you. And all of that. I would probably have half an hour before I was bored with that. Like, whoa, can you go out, please? This is my space. Yet that is for years and years what I thought I wanted. That's where I thought my problem was, you know, and all of that. Yet if I had that, it would drive me insane, you know. And, you know, it's in lots of different things as well. I want to be a millionaire. That would be amazing. I know a couple of people who have won the lottery and it has destroyed their lives, absolutely destroyed their lives, destroyed them, you know, not in a good way, you know, destroyed them, you know, and these people just say it was the worst thing to happen to me. So like I say, it's be very careful what you wish for and why you're wishing for that, okay? And like I say, responsibility is key here. Taking responsibility for ourselves. As I said, if we get triggered off somebody, rather than pointing the finger at them and going gung-ho at them, look at us. What part of me is affected by that needs my attention and needs to be healed? Okay? If somebody's not giving me enough, okay, what part of me is relying on their energy to support me when, you know, I've got my own energy here? So this is what this Virgo, it's like I say, it's being kind of critical, you know, but it's being logical as well, because this is what will pave the way for our long-term future. So it's an important moon, okay? But like I say, I don't feel it's going to be an easy one, neither. So they're saying to me there, it's time to roll your sleeves up and get the work done, because Virgo is all about hard work. I don't know where I got that part of Virgo, when Virgos are meant to be meticulously tidy and neat and stuff like that. I work in chaos, you know. When I work in chaos, I'm a manifesting generator. This is how I do it, you know. And yeah, I definitely haven't got that Virgo gene. But yeah, this is what it's telling us to do. You know, if we want something, we've got to put that elbow grease in order to get it, you know, and then we value it. This is why I'm talking about doing these, you know, a membership site on this, because, you know, when people pay, they pay attention more. When something is free, it is not given value. And like I say, these messages and that I've been getting, have just like, because I didn't want to do that. I've done these videos for a lot of years without that. I never ask for the Snapchat, when people send money and stuff like that. I don't ask for donations. I don't do that. I do these for free. But it's starting to get abused, you know, and people are starting to expect it. So it's like, right, okay, if it's, you know, if they're paying a couple of euros, a couple of dollars or something like that, then when people pay, they pay attention, you know, because I'm now starting to see my value. I'm not there just to give, you know, this is energy, this is time, you know, this is precious. I love it. I really love what I do. But it's, you know, it's this giving and receiving, you know, otherwise it leaves me empty. So that's it. Yeah, you are rich and the millionaire completely, you know, this is it. You know, I really, really am. And it's, you know, some people are so poor that all they have is money, you know, and that's it. I can take, even like I say, it was a struggle here the first couple of days. And then when I realized, and I'm just going out now and I'm just smiling at people and I'm like, hey, how you doing? And they're like, who's that weirdo? I said to my friend on the phone, people are looking at me like I'm a weirdo here. And he went, but you are. So yeah, it's, like I'm going out, I'm being me. And that to me, that some people don't like it, like my bells, and my rings, I've got them on my toes and everything. I went in a shop the other day and this guy went, oh, who's that making all that bloody racket? And I said, oh, it's me. And he said, oh, that would get on my nerves, that. I don't like that. Can you not take them off? And I said, no, I wear them for a reason all the time. And then I went into another shop yesterday and the girl said to me, God, it was so nice hearing you come in. I love your sound. I love how you sound, And to me, that just shows, there's somebody, it was irritating them for some reason. There was something about me and my jangles or my noise that was triggering them, where somebody else actually embraced it, And I do it. I've done it for years and I have them on my toes and I wear the bells because when I walk, it's meant to clear the energy. So yeah, so that's why I do. But I can never creep up on somebody because they hear me coming. I'm like a little cat or something like that. So right, okay. Any questions from anybody before I do the readings? But yeah, this is it. It's just notice these little things every day, because there's always signs and there's always teachings for us. But yeah, I'm going to be like this wild woman of Sabanillas or something. I quite like it. Right, okay, so I'm going to start with the cards. And I think I'll start with Virgo. Get it out of the way, see what we've got to deal with. I found an amazing deck of tarot cards in a charity shop the other day for €2. Oh God, they're fantastic. I was going to read with them today, but they're in my bag and I don't know where to put my bag. I'm not getting up now for them. Right, okay, so Virgo, what have we got to look forward to or look out for this full moon? Look out for allergies, Virgo, they're saying. It could be something that causes us to have some sort of irritation, both metaphorically and physically. Right. Rumdu, I've just done 43 minutes about what this moon is going to do. So if you want to watch it back, this is now for the particular signs that I'm going into. Right. Okay. Right. So this is interesting. Okay. So what we're looking at here with Virgos, I feel Virgos need to speak their mind. Okay. That which hurts them, that wounds them, that they feel resentment towards, that then somebody says to them, how are you doing? They go, I'm fine. Everything's fine. A psychiatrist friend once told me that fine means fucked up, insecure, neurotic, and emotional, okay? Which could describe Virgos. So this is it. Virgos are not fine, okay? They're not. And anything that is not fine needs to be, there's a boundary needs to be put up over this full moon. It's about saying no. It's about saying that clearly and concisely. This is part of your healing. Whatever you have held back, Virgo, is going to be shown to be healed. Okay. Virgos are going to have to step into the dark. Okay. This isn't going to be, like I say, the full moon is illuminating, but it's showing you that dark corridor that you need to walk down, Virgo. Okay. This is it, because we try and make everything all nice and stuff like that. And, we often feel like outsiders and we'll make sure everybody else is secure and stuff like that. But we really need to go deep into some childhood wound okay, this time. And there's one little piece of the puzzle that is down there. So when we venture down in them depths, okay, imagine there's a treasure chest there. So when you're going down, don't be scared, because you know that what is in that treasure chest is going to be the prize of all prizes, okay? But you have to go down into that dark place first, and you have to see what shadows come out, and you have to see what's written on the wall, and you have to see how it's making you feel. You have to see that. You have to face it. You have to look at it. And then when you do all of that, and when you can still stand knowing that this is temporary, you've only got to go there temporary. You've already been there. Remember, you've already been. So you're just revisiting. You're not going there for the first time. Okay, so it's nothing to be scared of. You have already dealt with whatever you are going back to close up. Okay? When you do that, that's when you can open that treasure chest. And in it is that missing piece. My ears are going berserk with spirit there. Is that little missing piece that you put in, and then you come back up into that light and you shine brighter than you have ever done. And if somebody says to you, are you fine? You go, no, I'm not fine. I'm amazing. I'm amazing. I'm shining. I feel fantastic. Okay? So this is what you've got to do. This little journey to the underworld, but you come back out stronger and better. Okay? So that's beautiful. Don't get in your head with this. This is a form of self-love. Going into your shadows is not a form of self-flagellation. It's a huge form of self-love, because you are actually turning around and saying to your past, or whatever has hurt you or whatever has wounded you, no, you are not doing that anymore. You are protecting yourself as you would a child. If you've seen a child on the street being bullied, or being bullied by a grown-up or something like that, would you stand by and watch, or would you go over and would you take that child and say, no, you are not doing that to them? Okay? This is what you have to do for yourself. And this is anybody that has wounded you or hurted you in the past, any situation, any experience, whatever. You go and you say, no, that is it now. In a form of self-love, you put your arm around yourself and you guide yourself through that darkness and back up to the light and say, okay, this is it. You are safe now. And it is safe to heal. Okay? So I hope that makes sense, Virgo. Quite a deep one. Right, so Libra. Oh, this chair is horrible on my back. Okay, Libra. Bye, Lisa. Right, okay. Songs just came out straight away, and I don't know what the words of it is. It's the Bee Gees, You Win Again. Don't know what the words are for that, but that's just came out, you know, so I don't know if the letters B and G means something for some Libras or what, but that was the first thing that came out. What I'm getting here, Libras, is there's something that has been going on for a long time, okay? Something that has been going on for a long time and far too long. And this Virgo moon is going to really, really highlight it. You know, you might have won one round of it, you know, and then lost another round or what. It's almost like this, it's a tennis match, you know. But if you imagine a tennis match that's played with dynamite and anthrax and stuff like that, like all the bad things, you know. So the thing is, nobody's going to win this match. So this is saying to you, whatever you have been fighting for, or fighting against, it's time to say now, I'm not fighting anymore. You know, that's it. You know, I don't want to fight. It is destroying your peace. It is, what's the word? Delaying your healing, and it is causing deep-rooted anger within you as well. But I feel this is other people's anger that is being, that you're picking up. I want to say, I don't know, there could be some Librans that are having problems with their gallbladder, their liver, something like that. There's something there. There's anger trapped, okay, round about this side. I don't know what else is there, like liver, liver, gallbladder, I think. And it's little irritations that have learned to, when you get like kind of kidney stones or something, or, where there's been these little things that have been said, but then when they accumulate, they become a big thing. And then that is the thing that is hard to pass and painful. Okay, sorry, they show me some bizarre images here. So this is it. This is where they kind of say, I feel Libras could have been tiptoeing around a certain situation, but this isn't just new. This isn't just this year. It's I think it's been going on for a long time. But what this is saying is it's time to come out of the darkness for you, I feel, Libra, rather than going into it like the Virgo was. Because you've been balancing and it hasn't been safe, you've been tiptoeing, you've been walking on eggshells and, or walking on bombshells. This is it, it's like, when we see these war mines, what are they called? These minefields, where they're just ready to blow up any second. It's like that, imagine walking on one of them every single day, your nerves are going to be shot. So this is when it just says, no, that's it. I'm not fighting anymore. It's complete surrender. This is what is coming in here. But that surrender will lead to healing and serenity as well, because I feel there's better things in sight. Okay. It's kind of follow the light. I feel Libra, this is what it's saying. And I do see you walking away from something. You're not walking away rejoicing and jumping in the air and doing the side kicks, like I don't even know who done side kicks, who done them. But you're not doing it. You're not walking away like that. But it could be a little bit bittersweet. But it's like you've been enchained and in prison for too long. And this is your invitation, your initiation in order to stop the madness. I feel there could be problems with addiction with some Libras coming in as well. And this could be a battle that you're having with that. Some people might be in recovery and then it's like, the old devil keeps coming back again, but what this is saying is you've beat it once before and you will beat it again. Make sure that you are not addicted to the drama as well, and it's almost saying that this full moon is going to show you that peace comes with patience and prudence. So when people are patient with each other as well, rather than shouting and rushing and you need to do this, you need to do that,